Welcome back. We're currently trying to make our escape as the Renans have found out where we are.
Glad to see you made it. I heard you managed to escape, but I didn't expect to see old Iron Mask with you. In any case, we're all wanted by the Renans. It'll be easier for everyone if you both just come with me.
Where are the others?
They're waiting for us up ahead. Come on.
Speaking of the Renans finding out where we are.
Stay where you are, dissidents.
Just look at all these soldiers. How badly did they want to destroy this hideout?
Apprehend the traitor! Slaughter the rest! Look out!
Shionne! Shionne!
Pillaging sword? But how?
Impossible.
The Master Core. He was embedded within her all along. No matter. Kill her if you have to. Just retrieve the core. Attack!
It's a good job he can't feel pain right now, because that is going to be burning his arms like crazy. Like, think how intense that heat would be. But there you can see his arms are basically on fire from the looks of it.
You okay?
Your arms!
Oh, yeah. How about that? Guess it's just as well I can't feel it, huh?
You're not in agony? Wait, are you serious?
Hold still.
Huh?
It's one of my healing arts.
Somehow the dirt has returned to his arms as well, though.
A sword that sears the hand of he who wields it, and a healing art to mend. A man numb to pain, and a woman whose very touch deals nothing but.
Fate, it seems, is not without a sense of irony.
Thank you.
All right, let's rout the bastards and finish them off before the surviving stragglers have a chance to regroup. Iron Mask, you coming?
Definitely. I'm not about to go back all that way alone.
So I guess you're not planning on releasing me, huh?
Sorry, you're coming with us.
In that case, there's one thing you should know. No one uses that flaming sword without my say-so.
You needn't worry on that score. I doubt many of us could get close to it in the first place, or would want to.
Plus, we don't really have a sense of how that works just yet.
The blazing sword. It just might be strong enough to match the power of a lord. No, maybe even to surpass it.
Are you sure you're okay?
What do you mean?
Your wound. That soldier nailed you pretty good. Not to mention those flames bursting from you.
They only hit my master core, so I'll be fine. And the flames weren't even hot. It's probably because they're just a manifestation of the astral energy. Honestly, I'm more surprised that you really are incapable of feeling pain.
Did you think I was faking?
No, I believed you. I guess seeing you stay calm while bearing those burns to your hands just really made it hit home for me. It's ironic. I have no problem hurting anyone who touches me. But as soon as I try to wield that sword, it's me who gets hurt.
Do you wish you were impervious to pain too? You realize you could burn your fingers off without even noticing, right?
So what? All I need right now is power. And up until now, I haven't come across anything stronger than that blazing sword the whole time I've been doing this.
You really don't care what happens to you as long as you get what you're after, do you?
Don't talk like you know me.
You... You're right. I don't get you. I don't get why you're so quick to throw it all away. Not when us slaves have never had a choice in whether we lived or died.
You befriended Shionne. Zephyr has teamed up with your party. So what is going on here? Alright, Shionne specializes in gun-based long-range strikes and astral arts. Use her to hit enemies from a safe distance, and to use healing arts on allies with low HP. Healing arts cost CP to use, so mind your CP total. When auto mode is enabled, Shionne will primarily target flying and astral art-wielding enemies, as well as foes with lower HP during combat. Sounds good to me. Cure points. Okay. Arts with healing and support effects consume cure points CP in addition to AG. CP is shared across the party. Ooh. And can be restored with items or by staying at an inn or campground. And can be raised by leveling up or finding specific items. Get away from the mine. Get away from the mine! Okay. The Dahnans. I am very much liking the presentation of this. It's so much, so quickly. It's like, I like it. It's got, again, it's that sort of like hand-drawn feeling to it all. Orbis Caliglia.
That's...
Glanimede Castle. Stronghold of Lord Balsef, self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
Calaglia, not Caliglia.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the gates of fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down.
Like I said, I need a bit of time to get used to the pronunciations.
The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom.
Let's go. Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack.
That's not the attack button. I gotta remember I gotta run into them. Because I want to. Changing controls during combat. During combat, press options while in the menu to change your character's control mode. Semi-auto automatically moves until in tech range. I might try the semi-auto. The manual full control auto fights based on set strategy. I gotta remember how Tales works, because it's like, yeah, there's still similarities with the ones I've played previously. Grace's F is still my favorite. So far, that may change by the end of this. It's impressed me so far. But anyway, semi-auto mode is designed for players who only wish to casually dabble in combat. Meanwhile, manual mode is for those seeking full control, while auto mode lets the game take the reins. I'm liking the idea of semi-auto right now, because I'm very much like, the thing I really liked about Tales in the past was the story. Really, really love the story. So it's like, yeah, I'm feeling semi-auto. Like that sort of like bit of dabbling in the combat, bit of control, but not too much terms of like maneuvering and stuff like that. I may change it later, but I'm gonna have a play around with that. I'm gonna play around with that. So let's see here. Controls. Where do I change that up though?
Don't go charging off like that. I'll run you through. See ya. Talon Storm.
It says press it while you're in the menu, but
Form a pack.
Swallow blade!
Here I go.
Rising
I'm
wyvern!
only getting started.
Swallow
I'm not sure where the menu is in order to do that.
Rising wyvern!
Got you. Mega ray.
I'm liking this beeping that we're getting that's telling me I'm out of AG.
I'm sure I can put this to use.
Right, so where? Making contact with an enemy icon will initiate a battle. Yeah, I know that. I just figured that out. Oh wait, yeah, the menu's that button. I keep thinking the start button, which is the options button, is gonna be. It's like, no, it's the touchpad button. So maybe that opens up in combat itself. Can I change hers now? I can. Cause it's like maybe we'll put that there. I give that to her. It's just like no. So, but can you get any new equipment? Because we did get equipment for you, so maybe. Yeah, let's get the hunting rifle. Alright. So let's get on with it, and we'll see when we get into combat again if we can go into the options. Looks like we can climb up there.
Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, alright?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
Kinda wanna try it.
I'll take you!
There, yeah, here we are. What's this? Edit? You can change which characters will fight in combat, as well as who you wish to control. Their position determines what to press to trigger their boost attack. Press L1 or R1 during combat to change who you control. Oh, fair enough. Changing battle controls, this is what I wanted to do. Press options to change your character's battle control, semi-auto, auto... Yeah, we've been through that. So it's like manual, auto, semi-auto.
You all on.
There. Got you.
Well, he's not doing anything else, is he? It's like, hold on. So if it's like, change strategy, focus on healing, fight aggressively, don't spend CP, fight for moderation.
One more.
See ya!
Mega ray.
Talon! Circle and bring them down!
Rising wyvern!
So it seems to be,
There.
Take this!
I'll run you through!
You're mine.
if I press the buttons, he'll correspond and run in.
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
Oh no, I'll have a little play around, What we got here? Mine, antidote rock. Stone that keeps microbes at bay as it breaks down toxins. Storing it together with food will make that food last longer. Oh.
What a weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
Ooh, looks like we got a skit.
Can you even see out of that thing? Like, at all?
Of course I can. How else do you think I managed to avoid tripping everywhere I go?
What is that thing anyway? It doesn't look like anything Dan and I've ever seen.
Beats me. I don't remember anything about my past. When I came to, I was already wearing it. If I could get it off, I would. Damn thing makes it hard to eat, and I can't scratch my face when it itches. It's the worst.
Honestly, I'm just impressed you've managed to survive this long looking like that. I'm sure you attract attention wherever you go.
Most of the other Dahnans don't pay it any mind. It's in everyone's best interest to just keep their heads down, focus on their work, and pretend they don't notice.
What about the Renan soldiers? Didn't they notice?
The guards? They're more the kill first, ask questions later type. Be in the wrong place or step out of line and you're dead. Mask or no mask. That said, as long as you keep your head down and don't cause trouble, they mostly ignore you. Honestly, sometimes they don't look all that keen to stir up trouble themselves. A friend of mine said it's because if they kill us without a good reason, it could delay the work and put them behind schedule. At that point, it'd be their necks on the line. You should know more about all that than me, though, right?
I don't serve any of the lords. But I see what you mean. After 3 centuries of Renan rule without much upheaval, it's possible the soldiers might be losing their edge. All this trouble we've caused might be the first excitement they've had in a while.
Well, I don't plan on getting killed for their amusement.
I like that the game's actually answering several of the questions I had already. Like, how does he eat and stuff like that. As long as they address it, don't care. Don't need the details, I just want them to actually acknowledge it would be a thing that would be an issue. They've done that. Moving on. Life Ball, a miraculous medicine that heals KO for 1 ally during battle, as well as restores 800 HP.
This is...
Seems you found something good. Supplies like that are valuable. Never overlook them.
Got it. I'll remember that.
So we go to camp.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can, you'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Camping out. Resting at a campground will restore your party's HP and CP. While resting, you can watch skits and cutscenes that you've previously viewed. Oh.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
I've never just sat and watched a fire like this before. It's surprisingly soothing.
Well, aren't you getting comfortable? You realize there are still Zeugles prowling around out here, right?
Ah, don't be a spoil sport. It's important to let your mind and spirit relax. Does you a lot more good than you might think.
Yeah, I'd like to turn off of that if I can. That's annoying seeing that right now. But rest, although it's like, is that... Because I was told there was an option to turn that off somewhere. Somewhere. Whether or not it will actually say somewhere. If you know which one it is or where it is, let me know. I'm not entirely sure right now. Maybe it's in the downloadable content itself. I'll let you guys let me know. Simple as that. Simple as that. Right, so let's have a rest.
A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Ah, fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Dahnans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter and life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Dahnans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Dahnans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, The Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power, and we Dahnans are sacrificed so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are two things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the Lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the two of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast. Sound good?
Sounds simple enough right now, yeah. That's a dream.
I've gotta hurry.
Again, this music just feels really out of place, but I like it. It's a nice piece of music.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
Definitely grabbing these antidote rocks. From the sounds of them, they're going to be useful.
I hate camping out.
Very, very useful. Oh, you want to get that repaired? That's a bit dangerous. No handrail. Could easily fall off. Wheat! Type of grain found in climates both hot and cold. When turned into flour, it can be used in a wide array of recipes.
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
Apple gel.
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
I'd like to try, though. Wait, can I?
We've almost made it to Ulzebek.
Mushroom! An umbrella-shaped fungus often found in moist areas. Poisonous varieties exist, meaning caution must be exercised. Always exercise caution when picking them.
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
Damn. That weak, huh?
I've got to try and give it a go. Well, how do we save? I want to make sure I've saved before I do anything. Well, we got to skip first, so...
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Dahnan. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegus. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegus? You mean the same Lenegus that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.
Clearly he's Renan. Like, it's this thing, like, clearly. Right, let me see if I can save. I have now saved, so let's give it a go. We're gonna get 43. We're gonna get annihilated.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Take it. Let me know if you need healing.
Just
I'll
instantly
bring you
dead.
back from death as if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
You're actually making me get back up? Really?
You'll pay for that! Slash! Swallow blade!
Am I actually doing any damage to it? Yeah, a little bit.
Strike! Here I try harder!
Haha! I keep doing that, we're gonna win the day.
I'm not. No!
Nope.
It can't end here!
Nope. Well, allies died.
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
Oh, I'm quite aware of that at this point. Quite aware.
I'll take you all on!
Take it.
Swallow
Have
blade!
this.
Rising Wyvern!
Here I go. I'm only
Swallow
getting
blade.
started.
Through!
Rising Wyvern!
Guess we gotta
Here I
roll
go.
with it.
Take
You're
this!
mine.
I don't think rolling with it will be a good idea.
It's over!
I mean, it rolls
Here I
quite
go.
fast,
Here I come!
so can't be good for us.
Pathetic!
Right, we can drop off the edges. Can we get all three of these groups up?
Normally I
Armadillos!
don't pick on the weak.
Here I go. You're mine.
Swallow blade! Slash!
Don't go charging off like that.
Magna ray.
How's this?
Take it.
Take this!
See ya!
I'm only getting
It's over.
started.
Talon's door! Touch
Well,
cannon!
we're on the home
One
stretch now.
final
Don't
push!
take your right!
Give them all we got!
These little ones are
It's
hardly
over.
worth our time.
Less talking, more...
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Let me know if you're struggling.
Very much think to myself, like, no victory quotes? Are they just in battle conversations? Because I really like the victory quote. Oh, orange gel. Yeah, I really
What's
like
this thing?
victory quotes. It's a lovely thing from Tales that I really enjoyed. Especially the ones in Tales from Grace's F. Get you taken out as well.
Get lost.
Swallow blade!
And again. Magna ray.
You're
Run
finished!
through! See
Here I
ya!
come! Slash!
Talon's door!
I'm not done!
Cannon.
Huh?
Just that beeping is what I need to know, like, okay, time to switch
Everything's
things up.
coming up, Zephyr.
That's the kind of thing I need. Parallax Stone. A stone that can revive numbness when rubbed, making it prized by those who have to maintain the same posture for extended periods during work. I like the logic behind that. Still weird it's a stone, though. Hello? Ulzebek. A farm in the sand? Really?
Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renan guardsmen.
The Renans aren't as populous as the Dahnans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
Well, I'm thinking we use this as a place to end this part. And the next part we'll have a little wander around this area before we head to the hideout. So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-da for now.